Every interaction you have, every conversation you engage in, every decision you witness is a subtle dance of influence. From the moment you wake up until you close your eyes at night, you are either influencing or being influenced. Understanding these dynamics is not just a skill, it is a fundamental pillar of navigating the human experience, a powerful leverage point in achieving your goals, and a profound insight into the very fabric of social interaction. Today, we're going to unlock the secrets to influencing anyone and getting what you desire. But with a crucial caveat, we will explore these techniques through the lens of ethical application, ensuring that your newfound power fosters positive outcomes for all involved. This isn't about manipulation for malicious intent, it's about mastering the art of persuasion to build better relationships, negotiate effectively, lead with conviction, and ultimately achieve your aspirations responsibly. To truly influence, you must first comprehend the underlying mechanisms of human decision-making. People are not purely rational beings. Their choices are heavily swayed by emotions, deeply ingrained psychological triggers, and unconscious biases. The most effective influencers are those who understand this intricate psychological landscape, not to exploit it, but to navigate it with precision and purpose. Think of it as learning the operating system of the human mind. Once you understand the code, you can write better programs, leading to more predictable and desired outcomes. The foundation of all influence begins with understanding needs and desires. What drives the person you wish to influence? Are they seeking security, recognition, belonging, autonomy, or personal growth? Every human action stems from a desire to fulfill one or more of these core needs. Your task as an aspiring influencer is to identify these underlying motivations. This requires a keen observational eye, active listening, and a genuine curiosity about others. When you can articulate someone's needs better than they can themselves, you gain an unparalleled position of understanding and thus influence. For instance, if you're trying to convince a colleague to support your project, understanding that they value recognition might lead you to frame the project as a high-visibility opportunity that will elevate their standing within the company. If they prioritize security, you might emphasize the project's stability and low risk. Tailoring your message to resonate with their specific drivers is not just effective, it's respectful of their individuality. Another cornerstone is the principle of rapport. Rapport is the establishment of a harmonious connection, a sense of mutual understanding and trust. It's the psychological bridge that allows your ideas to travel from your mind to theirs without resistance. Building rapport isn't about faking interest, it's about genuine engagement. Mirroring body language subtly, matching vocal tone and pace, finding common ground, and showing sincere empathy are powerful tools. When someone feels understood and connected to you, their defenses naturally lower, making them far more receptive to your suggestions. Imagine trying to convince a stranger versus convincing a close friend. The difference lies in the level of rapport and trust. By consciously cultivating rapport, you transform strangers into receptive allies. Now, let's delve into the 6 universal principles of influence as meticulously identified by Dr. Robert Cialdini, which serve as the bedrock for all effective persuasion. Mastering these principles will equip you with a profound understanding of human compliance and how to ethically leverage these insights. The first principle is reciprocity. This is the deeply ingrained human tendency to respond to a positive action with another positive action, to feel obliged to return favors. If someone does something for us, we feel a psychological debt. This isn't just about grand gestures, it can be as simple as offering unsolicited help, providing valuable information, or giving a genuine compliment. When you give first without immediate expectation of return, you activate this powerful principle. For example, a free sample at a store makes you more likely to buy the product. A detailed, helpful response to a question from a colleague makes them more inclined to assist you later. The key is to be the first to give, and to give genuinely. Ensure your initial contribution is meaningful and personalized, making it clear that it's a gift, not a transaction. This builds goodwill and creates an unconscious desire in the other person to repay you in kind, opening the door for your influence. Ethically, this means giving value to others because you genuinely want to help them, knowing that this builds a foundation of trust and mutual respect that can lead to reciprocal positive interactions in the future. Next, we have commitment and consistency. Once we make a commitment, especially one made publicly, we feel a strong internal and external pressure to behave consistently with that commitment. This principle states that people prefer to be consistent with things they have previously said or done. The power lies in securing small initial commitments. Ask for a minor favor, a small agreement, or a low-cost action that aligns with your ultimate goal. Once they commit to the small request, they are far more likely to agree to larger, related requests to maintain their image of consistency. For example, getting someone to agree to a short meeting makes them more likely to agree to a longer discussion later. Asking for a yes to a simple, non-threatening question can set the stage for subsequent agreements. Public commitments are even more potent, as the desire to appear consistent to others adds another layer of pressure. Encourage people to state their intentions or agreements aloud or in writing. This principle works best when the commitment is active, public, and voluntary, meaning the person feels they freely chose to make it. Ethically, this involves guiding people towards commitments that are genuinely beneficial for them and align with their values, rather than tricking them into agreements they will regret. The third principle is social proof. When we are uncertain, we look to others for guidance on how to think, feel, and act. We assume that if many people are doing something, it must be the correct thing to do. This is the herd mentality at play. Think about online reviews, testimonials, or the popularity of certain trends. If you want someone to adopt an idea or take an action, demonstrate that others, especially similar others, are already doing it. Highlight statistics, cite examples of successful implementation, or showcase endorsements from respected individuals or groups. If you're launching a new initiative, mentioning that several leading companies in our industry are already implementing this can be incredibly persuasive. If you're trying to convince a team member, point to other team members who have successfully adopted similar strategies. The more ambiguous the situation and the more similar the others are to the person you're trying to influence, the more powerful social proof becomes. Ethically, social proof should always be genuine. Fabricating testimonials or misleading statistics is not only unethical, but ultimately destructive to your credibility. Our fourth principle is liking. We are more likely to be influenced by and say yes to people we like. This might seem obvious, but what makes us like someone? Several factors contribute. Similarity. We like people who are similar to us in opinions, personality traits, background, or lifestyle. Find genuine common ground and highlight it. Compliments. We like people who praise us. Sincere, specific compliments are incredibly powerful. Avoid flattery, which often backfires. Cooperation. Working together towards a common goal fosters liking. Frame your requests as opportunities for collaboration, emphasizing shared objectives. Familiarity. Simply being exposed to someone more often can increase liking, assuming the interactions are positive. Physical attractiveness. While often unconscious, attractive individuals tend to be perceived as more persuasive. While you can't change your fundamental appearance, presenting yourself neatly and professionally certainly helps. By consciously cultivating these aspects, you can significantly increase your likability, making your attempts to influence more natural and more successful. Ethically, building liking is about fostering genuine connections and positive relationships, not about feigning friendship for personal gain. Our fifth principle is authority. we are far more likely to comply with requests from perceived authority figures. This deference to authority is deeply ingrained in us from childhood. Titles, uniforms, and even symbols of status can trigger this response. If you want to be influential, establish and convey your expertise and credibility. This isn't about arrogance, it's about showcasing your knowledge, experience, and qualifications relevant to the situation. Cite your credentials, share relevant successes, or have others introduce you as an expert. For instance, if you're making a recommendation, mentioning your years of experience in that field or relevant certifications immediately lends weight to your words. Even subtle cues like confident body language or a well-articulated argument can project authority. The key is to be a legitimate source of information or guidance. Ethically, this means ensuring your authority is genuine and earned, and that you are using it responsibly to guide others towards sound decisions, not to coerce them into something against their best interests.
Finally, we arrive at scarcity. Opportunities seem more valuable to us when their availability is limited. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, is a powerful motivator. Limited time offers, unique opportunities, and dwindling supplies all trigger a sense of urgency. When you frame your proposition as rare, unique, or rapidly disappearing, you enhance its perceived value and desirability. This can apply to products, services, or even ideas and opportunities. For example, this training program has only 5 spots left, or this strategy is currently exclusive to our team for the next month. The key is that the scarcity must be genuine. False scarcity can quickly erode trust and damage your credibility. When something is truly scarce, highlighting its unique benefits and the potential loss of not acting quickly can be highly persuasive. Ethically, scarcity should be employed only when a resource or opportunity genuinely is limited, encouraging timely decision-making rather than creating artificial pressure. Beyond these foundational principles, advanced influence strategies involve mastering nuances. Framing is one such powerful technique. How you present information can dramatically alter its perception. For instance, presenting a surgical procedure as having a 90% success rate is far more appealing than saying it has a 10% failure rate, even though the underlying statistics are identical. Frame your proposals in terms of gains rather than losses, or highlight the positive implications of action versus the negative consequences of inaction. Anchoring is another subtle yet potent tool. The first piece of information offered in a negotiation or discussion often serves as an anchor against which all subsequent information is evaluated. If you make the first offer, even if it's slightly ambitious, it sets a higher reference point for the other party's counteroffer. Be mindful of setting anchors and recognizing when they are being used against you. Crucially, becoming a master of influence requires continuous self-awareness and an unwavering commitment to ethical practice. These techniques are tools, and like any tool, their impact depends entirely on the hand that wields them. A hammer can build a house or destroy it. The same applies to the principles of influence. Ethical use means operating with integrity and transparency. It means seeking win-win outcomes where both parties benefit, or at the very least, where no one is harmed. It means building lasting relationships based on trust, not fleeting transactions based on manipulation. When you use these techniques ethically, you empower others, you facilitate positive change, and you achieve your desires without compromising your values or those of others. True influence is about guiding people towards choices that are beneficial for them, even if they initially don't see it, rather than coercing them into decisions that only serve your agenda. Remember, the goal is not to control people, but to understand them so deeply that you can present options and ideas in a way that naturally resonates with their existing motivations and values. It's about aligning your goals with their interests, creating a shared vision that makes your desired outcome their desired outcome. This requires empathy, patience, and a genuine desire to add value. Start by practicing these principles in low-stakes situations. Observe how they play out in everyday interactions. Identify opportunities to apply reciprocity by giving first, to build consistency by securing small agreements, to leverage social proof with genuine endorsements, to enhance liking through authentic connection, to project authority through demonstrable expertise, and to use scarcity ethically when a true limited opportunity arises. The journey to becoming a master of influence is continuous. It requires constant learning, reflection, and adaptation. But by understanding and ethically applying these timeless principles, you will unlock a profound capability to shape your world, achieve your aspirations, and foster more productive and meaningful interactions in every facet of your life. This power, when wielded responsibly, is one of the most transformative skills you can ever acquire. If you found this deep dive into the art of influence insightful and valuable, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more advanced strategies on mastering human dynamics and achieving your full potential. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next crucial breakdown.